So filming these videos isn't exactly easy for me. They actually kind of give me a little bit of anxiety, and it's kind of hard, kind of scary, just a little bit. It's a lot easier to talk to real people than it is to just talk to a camera. But today we're going to be talking about 2 things that we can do to overcome fear and anxiety. So it's pretty fitting. Something almost magical happens when we set our own concerns aside and we focus on blessing somebody else's life. It's amazing how we're able to have a better perspective on our own concerns and have more hope and joy when we give genuine selfless service. It's important when giving service that we do it out of genuine love and compassion. Sometimes we help other people with ulterior motives in mind. You know, we've all done it. It's not that we're being malicious. It's that we do something for someone else, anticipating or hoping that they might return the favor.
You owe me.
It could be something as simple as doing the dishes, hoping to receive praise for it.
No, it's not why I do the dishes.
And even though we aren't always dramatic about it, some of us do this to some level subconsciously. And what's crazy is when we do something with ulterior motives, when we do something hoping to get something in return, the only thing that happens is there's a feeling of resentment in between everybody involved. If I do the dishes solely to receive praise and I don't get the praise that I feel I deserved, then I'm going to resent the person that I expect the praise from. I'm going to talk a lot more about this in another video. Sometimes we serve to impress someone, maybe to get the girl, or to look good in front of others. Or we could help someone to prove that we're better than them, or to prove that we're better than someone else in some kind of way. The problem is, in these situations, we're much more focused on what this will do for us, rather than being concerned for the other person. Sometimes we help people out of a sense of duty, and while this isn't entirely bad, it definitely leads us to doing the right thing for the wrong reason, or doing the right thing but feeling resentful about it or feeling annoyed. Oftentimes this leads us to be more critical of the person that we're trying to help. So in short, anytime we do something, even if it's the right thing to do, with an ulterior motive in mind, then it robs us of the joy of serving. And that's the whole point of serving, to bring joy to others, to help those in need. And we automatically feel more joy in our own lives, in our own hearts, when we do that. Sometimes just seeing somebody else being selfless and helping other people out of the goodness of their heart really lifts our own lives up, just by seeing it. Just yesterday, I was driving around town with my dad, and he has this massive 15-seater van, and it is not easy to maneuver, especially in a small town. But when we were driving back, we were on our way to his house, and he saw somebody, little old lady, who was having a hard time walking across the street, and he did this massive U-turn with this 15-seater van on Main Street so that he could stop by and help this little old lady. And that really warmed my heart. It's just something so simple, but it really means the world to other people. When we truly set our concerns aside and let go of our ego or any need to be compensated, giving service really does bring great joy. And it doesn't even need to be big or flashy. You don't need to be building wells in Central America or curing world hunger. It could be so simple as giving a waitress a bigger tip than she deserved, right? It could just be holding the door open for a stranger. It could be complimenting a friend. It could be listening to somebody who really just needs to talk or let something out, even though you have something else to be doing. It could be something so simple as just being there for somebody and being selfless about it and putting your own concerns aside and listening. That is a way of serving others. When we live like that, fear, worry, depression, anxiety, they're all dispelled. And although there are still hard days, there are still challenges, we are in a better position to discern and do what is best for us and what is best for those around us, and have true joy on the journey of life. Gratitude is another powerful antidote to fear and all of the negative emotions that come with it. You see, we can't feel fear and gratitude at the same time. They don't coexist. It doesn't work. So when we're feeling fearful or when we're going through a challenge or a circumstance that causes us to fear, it's helpful to feel grateful instead. It's helpful to focus on the things that we are grateful for, to feel that gratitude. Not just think about it, but to feel grateful. You know the difference. You know when you can just, you're like, yeah, I'm thankful for that. Yeah, The air, there is air. I'm so grateful for the sky. But like to feel it, just to think about that. Wow, you know, there really is air. That's incredible. Like, holy cow, I'm so grateful that I'm not suffocating right now. You see, we have so much to be grateful for that we just take for granted. There are so many blessings in our lives that we don't appreciate the way we should. We tend to quickly complain about the pothole in the road rather than express gratitude for the fact that there are miles and miles and miles of paved road so that we can drive our cars pretty much anywhere, except for right now. There's a pandemic, stay home, wash your hands. I haven't seen a banana tree in about 5 years, not since I lived in Central America. But every single time I go to the grocery store, there are bananas. Except for this one time when I was living in Maryland, yeah.
Chris, where are the bananas, man? Where are the bananas? Oh,
They're gone.
Bad example. Anytime we go to the store, there are so many foods that we didn't grow ourselves. There are so many foods that don't even grow near us in our area, but we can buy them. We have to be grateful and express that gratitude. Holy cow. We can go to the store and just get what we need rather than growing it ourselves. Another example is when we flip on a light switch, there's light. That's amazing. The more we look for things to be grateful for, the more we will find. The more we focus on the fact that there is electricity, that there are light switches, that there are grocery stores, the more grateful we will be, and the more we will notice that we have. And the more joy and happiness that will bring into our own lives. It takes no effort to find fault. It takes no effort to criticize. It's so easy to find what's wrong with things. It's so easy to criticize others. But the more we look for the good around us and the good in other people, the more we'll find it. So since you always find what you're looking for, then look for the good in others. Look for the good in yourself. Look for the good in the world around you and in the life that you live. And the more you will find it. And the more you will bring out the good in others. And you will attract better circumstances and healthier people to you. Express gratitude to others. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Let them know that you care and that you're grateful for how much they care about you. That means a lot to people. Be genuine. Be sincere when you express appreciation for others. People can tell when you're being fake. But you don't need to fake gratitude. You don't need to. You just need to feel it. And if you don't feel grateful right now, then I challenge you, go make a list. Go write down things that you're grateful for. Just do it until you feel grateful. And I promise, as you write down things, you'll get to like little minute details like light switches and electricity and grass, because I like grass. Who doesn't like grass? You're gonna feel more grateful as you do that. You're gonna it's gonna sink into your heart and you're gonna actually be grateful for those things. And then you can go and you can express your gratitude to other people. And it's gonna mean the world to them. It's gonna make the world a better place. And it's gonna make you feel more whole and more joyful as a person. It doesn't even need to be people that you know. It could just be people at the store. You could express gratitude. Hey, thank you so much for taking care of my groceries. Thank you, essential workers. Thank you, police officers, for keeping us safe. Law enforcement, firefighters. You can just thank people. There's so much to be grateful for. You can pray and express gratitude to God. And if you don't feel grateful and the list isn't helping, then you can pray and ask Him to help you feel grateful. Once you truly connect to the feeling of gratitude, then the fear and the anxiety will be dispelled. Fear and anxiety and gratitude cannot coexist. So once you truly connect to that gratitude, the fear is dispelled and you will feel free to feel joy. Also, gratitude won't only bring out the best in others, but it'll also bring out the best in you. You'll notice that you feel more grateful for who you are as a person, and you're going to feel more confident in yourself. And you'll feel thankful and excited for the joyful life that you are living.